Gotta stay hydrated. Alright guys, so like I said before, we have some things to fix on the Z, and today's video, I wanted to talk about the top 3 most common issues and problems with a 350Z. The most common ones are going to be your oil galley gaskets, it's going to be the latch struts, and it's also going to be the door handles on a 350Z. Those are the top most 3 common issues, and I'll kind of get into each one of them a little bit deeper, but we did order some new parts because you guys know that my Z, the latch struts are gone. Like literally the hatch does not go, it doesn't hold itself up like it should. And then both the passenger and also the driver's side door handles are completely just, the mechanism that opens the doors just completely broke off because it's plastic from factory. So big shout out to Z1. They were super fast with shipping. And we got some new latch hatches. These are gonna be a lot better. They're a little bit aftermarket, the ones that they created. And it's a little bit stronger, so I'm so stoked to install these because ever since I've had the car, I haven't had latch hatches and the latch has not stayed up and it's always just hit me in the head and it just sucks. And we also got two new door handles, so passenger and driver. I'm stoked about that, both OEM. And if you guys ever need any parts, Z1 is definitely the people to hit up. They're a great company and super fast. I got this in a day, and I can't believe how fast the shipping was. And anyways, let's go ahead and dive in. So starting off first is like the latch. I just want to show you guys the most common thing with the Zs is just over time, the hatch struts on these things, they just go. So these are just OEM, and like you can see, like this thing, if I let go of it, it literally doesn't stay up. So a big common thing with these is these go pretty often, and like it doesn't stay up, and it's hit me in the head so many times. It sucks. So we're gonna go ahead and pop the new ones on here. I'm not gonna bore you guys with installing these things, so let's just go ahead and do. Boom, guys, heck yes, this is so sick. I actually have a hatch now that's not gonna fall on my head. And honestly, they're super easy to install. All it is like you get all brand new hardware. You have to use the OEM hardware that goes into the car, and everything else is like brand new. And it's honestly probably a 5-minute job. And also, like, I didn't want to bore you guys installing them. Z1 actually has their own supplied video of how to install these things. I'll throw it down in the description below. But guys, check this out. It actually is, this is their HP struts and everything, so it's a little bit harder to put down. But look at that. Woo! That is so nice. That is so nice. The second thing is gonna be your door handles. So on 350Zs, there's 2 things that can happen with stock door handles. Is either usually the door handle itself just snaps off from the outside, or a lot of thing that happened with me is basically like the door handle's fine, but the mechanism inside of the door handle just disintegrates. And I'll show you the passenger door because I actually have taken the door handles off already. You can see they're kind of loose already, and then I also have the passenger one off on that side. But basically, like, even if the door's shut, it's unlocked and everything, it just won't open because the mechanism inside is plastic and it just disintegrates, which is it's kind of bogus. But let me show you the passenger, what I'm talking about. This is the passenger one. If you can get an up close look at that thing, like you can see that this whole centerpiece, I'll show you the brand new one, but you can see like this is snapped off on the bottom, but this mechanism is what opens the door, and it's plastic from factory, and you can see like it clearly just snapped off and it's in the door somewhere now, which is super common on these things. And I mean, it's had its age, you know, it's not too bad. You can see even a piece that just fell off on my hand and everything, but it's time to install the new one. So basically what I was talking about is this mechanism right here is plastic from factory, and this is metal now, so I'm pretty stoked about that. It's hopefully won't break and it's gonna last and everything. So this is with the brand new door handle. It's nice and crispy, brand new. Ooh, it just feels better too. Feels more secure. So I can't wait to install these things. So let's go ahead and install both the driver and passenger, and just see if they look good on the car. So I actually want to show you guys this up close. So this is the driver's side, and you can see again it's actually still attached, but you can see it's snapped off right here, and this is the mechanism right here. It's a little bar, and that's what opens your door handle like when the door is unlocked. And basically this piece, let's see if I can focus a little bit, it like completely broke off right here. It snapped off. So the new ones are like just a lot better than these plastic ones that corrode over time. I have it right here. So this is from this is that piece right there, and this is from the passenger, and you can see it just snaps off. That little tiny piece is what opens your door handle on a 350Z. Number 3, this is actually like a big job, and it's very common in any 350Z. Just they have oil pressure issues. So it's the oil galley gaskets that go in the motor, because the oil galley gaskets are like plastic from factory, so they just break down, disintegrate over time, probably around 90,000 to 100,000 miles on Z's, even like earlier than that. So I actually did have the oil galley gaskets. The first thing I did on this car, it's like an 18-hour job if you do it yourself, or even like a shop. So it's pretty intensive. You have to rip like the whole front of the motor like apart and everything. And but anyways, we replaced the oil galley gaskets in this thing, and we replaced them with the like an aftermarket metal ones, so we should never have a problem with oil pressure now. But usually what you guys can tell is your car should idle always, a 350Z should usually idle around 30 PSI of oil. And it's cool because these things have a oil gauge in them, like factory and everything, OEM. So that's awesome. You can always just look at your gauge. So basically when operating temp, and if you're just idling, it should be 30 PSI. And it can idle between 20 to 30, depending on how hard you're driving the car, but mine was idling around like 12 to 15, so that's when you can tell like the car, they need the oil galley gaskets replaced. So that's just, it's a big job, and it is kind of expensive if you have a shop do it, if you don't do the work. So definitely, if you get into a Z, definitely look for that. Ask the person if it's been done before, and also before purchasing a Z, like make sure you look at the oil pressure while you're test driving or something like that, because it's a big job, very expensive, and definitely something that needs to be fixed on them with higher mileage, and once they get up to like that 90 to 100,000 miles. Well, we have success. We got both brand new door handles installed, and ooh, let's just, ready? Ooh. Ooh. We got brand new crispy door handles. Both of these work. Let's go test out the other side. We got the passenger side over here. Brand new crispy door handles. They both, oh, that is so nice. I literally have not had a passenger door handle in like almost a year, and the driver's side just went out, so it was definitely time. We got the crispy latch struts, and we also have the oil galley gaskets fixed too. So this car's definitely had all 3 of the most common issues that Z's have. So I'm so stoked that we now have door handles, we have latch struts, and we have the oil galley gaskets fixed. But anyways guys, that pretty much wraps up today's video. And if you have any questions, definitely comment down below if you have a Z or anything like that, or have any questions further, even like oil galley gaskets or anything. But I'll throw all the parts that I did get for the Z, the handles, and the latch struts and everything down in the description below. Definitely comment down below if you guys have any more like most common problems that you guys have had with your Z. But as always, GPG, stay tuned for more Z content, because I'm excited. There's gonna be a lot more. We have so much planned for this car. But as always, GPG, like, comment, and subscribe. And peace out, guys. We'll see you in the next one.